Welcome back to today's deep dive into the source material. You really can't have a hero's journey without a villain, right? Or like a setback and an audience.
Yeah, absolutely. And today we're looking at exactly that, unpacking Unit 6 of the Grade 12 Get Involved textbook. The theme is challenges.
Right, and the mission here for you listening is to basically distill all this core vocabulary. So we're talking people, challenges, and television, and extract the actual study strategies you need to just completely ace your upcoming exam.
Because the goal here is to, well, move way past flashcards. I mean, we want to look at the underlying mechanics of English to give you those shortcuts.
Give you the cheat codes, basically. Let's start with the human element, categorizing people. The text does this by connotations, so positive, neutral, and negative.
Right. So positive gives us a teammate or close friend. Neutral is acquaintance, maybe colleague. And negative is rival or enemy.
Okay, let's unpack this for a second. It's kind of like casting a movie. A rival might just be, I don't know, a competitor pushing you to win a contest, whereas an enemy actively wants you to fail. The context changes everything.
Exactly. The context is key. And on an exam, understanding that nuance, those positive and negative connotations, is a really crucial trick.
Oh, wait, really? How so?
Well, they're like diagnostic tools for reading comprehension. If a passage has this distinctly negative tone about a relationship and you've got a fill-in-the-blank question, you can instantly eliminate the positive and neutral options.
Ah, so you're using the emotional temperature of the paragraph to hack the multiple-choice options before you even, fully translate the sentence in your head.
That is the strategy, yeah.
Yeah.
And once you know who you're dealing with, you need to know how to act, which brings us to the challenges themselves.
Yes, the collocations.
Yeah.
Words that naturally group together, like deal with setbacks or take a risk. But honestly, if you're dreading having to memorize 50 different verb pairings tonight...
It feels completely impossible, yeah.
Right. So why do we, take an opportunity instead of make an opportunity? Here's where it gets interesting. They're like puzzle pieces that only fit one way. How do you actually memorize those without just staring at a boring list?
You study chunks of words. Exams heavily test these exact verb-noun pairings, so you never just study the word promise in isolation.
Oh, you study the whole chunk.
Exactly. You study keep a promise, make a promise, break a promise. By learning them as single, unbreakable units, your brain gets used to the rhythm.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, the wrong answers will literally sound off in your head when you're looking at the test.
Okay, so we've got people, we've got the challenge puzzle pieces. What about the final set? The public stage, basically, television.
Right, words like broadcast, rehearsal, producer. This is where we get into word families.
Yeah, like the verb compete, morphing into the noun competition, or the person, the competitor, or contestant. But what does this mean for the exam if they hit a word they just don't recognize?
It's a massive shortcut. Suffixes are basically your blueprints. If you know that adding an or ant.
Like producer or contestant.
Yeah, exactly. If you know that denotes a person, you can decode unfamiliar words on the fly. Plus, if you see a blank right after an article like the or a, you know the sentence structure demands a noun.
Oh, wow. So you're turning a tricky vocabulary test into a really simple grammar puzzle.
Precisely. You don't need to know every exact definition if you know how the words behave structurally.
I love that. Okay, let's bring it all together. To dominate this exam, use connotations for the emotional tone, lock down those collocation chunks for challenges, and manipulate word families for television.
That's the formula, yeah. It's all about applying the mechanics.
So before you go, here is a final assignment to chew on. Think about your favorite reality TV show right now. Don't just watch it, analyze it.
Good idea.
Can you identify the host, the contestants, and the rivals? Try describing their journey using the exact collocations from Unit 6. Cast that movie in your head, and you'll be totally ready for whatever the exam throws at you.